Hey everyone, Mr. Happy here, and welcome to my guide to the Arcadion Match 4 in the Light Heavyweight Division on the normal difficulty. Your opponent for this round will be the shockingly stupendous Wicked Thunder. To skip to any specific mechanic in this fight, please use the timestamps in the description of the video. Like the other fights, Wicked Thunder introduces you to some basic attacks right from the get-go. Wrath of Zeus is her raid-wide AoE, and Wicked Jolt is a line tank buster. Handle these as you would any other. Her first actual attack is Sidewise Spark, hitting half the room on the side her arm is glowing towards. She'll then cast Shadow Sabbath, summoning a clone that, when fully formed, does a Sidewise Spark. As the clone is spawning in, that's when you'll be able to notice where its glowing arm is and get to the opposite side of it. Once two clones come out, Wicked Thunder will teleport north and form her Electro Proton Cannon. She'll then pick either the east or west side of the room and blast it 5 times for moderate damage. Expect to take some hits here, but none of them are that dangerous. Get to the side of the room that is unaffected by this blast and stay there. Once the 5th blast finishes, she'll follow up with a massive AoE on that same side of the arena, completely destroying it and dropping any players on it to their death. The remainder of this phase must be done on the remaining part of the platform. Wicked Thunder will then teleport to the middle of the remaining platform and prepare threefold blast. Her cannon will have symbols light up on the front and back in a 3-part sequence, firing in the same order they appeared. Just dodge each hit sequentially. The same goes for fourfold blast, which she'll do right after this, though normally fourfold blast is a single part where the party doesn't need to swap sides, just to throw you off, so pay attention. After fourfold blast, several ground AoEs will appear under players, so ensure to watch your feet and stay out of those afterwards. Right after this, the arena will reform and Wicked Thunder will cast Wicked Bolt, a 5-hit split damage AoE. Stack up, mitt, and heal. Everything's been pretty much avoidable this far, so you should have plenty available here. After this, she'll teleport to the middle of the room and go into her Winged Electrope mode, before then teleporting north again. She'll then use Bewitching Flight, lighting up several points under her wings with lasers. These will hit the ground in a line AoE as they pass through, so ensure to be right between the lasers before then. These lasers leave behind lines that will glow, expand, and eventually explode in a big line AoE. Just get away from the glowy lines. You'll need to dodge ground AoEs at the same time, and Wicked Thunder will do a Sidewise Spark to avoid near the end of this sequence. Just dodge, dodge, and hey, dodge. Now her fight repeats most things, but with more AoEs to avoid. Shadow Sabbath now summons 4 back-to-back clones instead of 2, and Wicked Thunder herself will use a Sidewise Spark after the final clone attacks. Just watch them as they come down, and don't forget about the boss's spark at the end. After a few more attacks, Wicked Thunder will do another Proton Cannon phase. This time she'll do a 5-fold blast when she repositions onto the remaining platform, and every player will have to spread after that 5th shot. Try not to walk off here. I've seen it happen a few times already, but there's plenty of space to spread out and plenty of time to do so as well. Wicked Bolt will be right after the arena reforms, so make sure everyone is healthy. This then leads into another wing phase, though Wicked Thunder will Shadow Sabbath a second winged version of her. This just means that a cross pattern of line AoEs will be used instead, both for the initial hit and the dodges afterwards. There's no ground AoEs this time as you're dodging the explosion, so just focus on moving about the arena to avoid everything else. She'll then use Witch Hunter. This does several very fast sequential AoEs in a helix pattern. The starting point can come either from the edge of the arena or the very center, but essentially just stand out of the earliest AoEs and move into the ones that land first. This is then followed up with Soaring Soul Press, which is just a stack AoE, so everyone get towards the middle. At this point, Wicked Thunder will enter a sort of soft enrage phase. She will enter Proton Cannon mode and destroy most of the arena again. However, when she teleports to the remaining side, she'll appear north and just fire a persisting Wicked Hypercannon AoE on the raid. This hits for about 20k per tick and hits many, many times before she stops. She'll then alternate between doing placed AoEs under the party and this cannon charge, so just keep mitigation and healing rolling over and over until the team finishes off the boss. It doesn't matter who's closest to her for this in case you were wondering, but I suspect it will for Savage. And that's going to be a wrap for my guide to Wicked Thunder here in the 4th round of the Light Heavyweight Division in the Arcadion. Don't forget that the sword that you get from this can only be obtained once per week, and 7 of them are required in order to get the Tombstone that you'll then combine with Heliometry in a couple of weeks to get the upgrade material. On top of the normal loot, minion, music, all the other stuff, it's all here. But anyway, thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Until then, take care.